As an actor, you must stop watching films like a fan. There are people who go to YouTube to watch movies for purely entertainment. They just want to, feel relaxed, just to enjoy themselves and feel good. But that must never be you. For example, as an actor, you have no time or business going to TikTok to just be dumb scrolling on TikTok and watching videos and laughing. No, you are a creator. People should watch you, not the other way around. So whenever you watch movies, it should not be for entertainment purpose. Let me go back to this TikTok issue. I have seen a lot of young people who say, I want to become an actor, I want to become an actor. But virtually all the time they spend it on social media. The time you are spending on TikTok, on Facebook, you should be using it making monologues, trying to advance yourself to becoming an actor and even improving yourself. Because there are times that you won't have to improve your spoken language in order for you to become an actor. Let me give you an example. The fact is, the way you position yourself creates opportunity for you. If you know how to speak very good English as an actor, even with a little of phonetics, it gives you an edge. Because when you get to a place and they're like, oh, we are looking for who to play the protagonist's son or protagonist's daughter, by the time they see you, you look like a nepo kid. They'll be like, let's give it to this person because of the way the way you speak and the way you position yourself. That is why even like dressing very well is very, very important. I don't mean you have to go and look for money, start buying clothes that you can't afford. No, that's not what I'm saying. But whatever you have to look your best and improve yourself. It could just be that you're not fortunate enough to attend very good secondary schools, like I don't want to say like me, but you make sure you go to YouTube and learn how to speak good English, because so that when you're on film sets, it's like I said, it's a career. People will always go for the best. If you have the best spoken English on set, the best expression, people will go and watch you. People will want to feature you in their film. Now back to the point I was making. When you are watching a film or seeing a film, you don't see it like an ordinary person. You are with your notes, with your pen, with your biro and your notebook, and you get to see the expression. You see the way the actor is walking. That is why you have to watch very good movies. I'm not just talking about like the normal movies they put out on YouTube. You have to be able to identify and watch very good movies, because it is from good movies you'll be able to learn, not movies that are done without any effort just to get views. But when you see a good movie, you'll be able to learn a lot of things. You will see the way actors do. In fact, you could even use Hollywood films to learn. Yes, Hollywood films are a great tool for you to learn acting. When you're watching those films, you are learning how is the actor walking, what is the facial expression like, how is the emotional transition. Oh, the person just looks sad, but the person is not laughing. Some of these things, you start trying to mimic those expressions. That is why at a point in time, as someone who is getting into Nollywood film space, you start walking in a different way, you start acting in a different way. When you see people talking, you see them as actors. You don't see them as normal people. And people are like, guy, what's wrong with you now? Why are you looking at us like that? You say, man, the way I'm just looking at you, guy, it's just making me remember a scene I watched in some movie. That is you actually trying to be educated and learn the craft of acting. So don't watch movies like a just normal entertainment. I want you to watch movies with some level of consciousness to learn. So every film you watch, you should gain experience. You should learn something about acting. And like I said about copying actors, you could even decide to just copy an actor of a particular scene. So if there's like a particular emotional scene that's maybe 3 minutes duration, you could try to, do that emotional scene yourself, not you doing like a lip sync. I don't want you to do a lip sync. Find a way, if it's on YouTube, you can always rewatch the scene over and over again and do that scene and post it. Be doing that. When you start doing that, people will start like, this person is very good. Whereas you are just, getting started. But because you are using professional actor's line of dialogue to do your monologues or to do your videos, it's now position you as a very good actor. And they say, fake it till you make it. As you are faking it that way, you start making it, because subconsciously you start learning the skills. When you do something for a very long time, you start getting good. You start becoming a professional in that thing. That is what I want you to do as an actor. Start copying and you become better. Another good thing is that when you watch movies like with a level of consciousness, you start seeing how actors, they deliver their lines with emotion, how they are able to react, and those are the things that you have to learn, and that what makes you a good actor.